Guys, I just finished watching Megan 2.0 and came out like, wow, this movie is amazing. Genuinely, I have to say, it's one of my favorite movies of this year. It's hilarious and it has tons of comedy, with Megan being more charismatic and sassier than ever. Then later, I looked at the box office numbers and turns out, it flopped. It made only $10.4 million on opening weekend on a $25 million budget. And since studios usually have to make double the budget to break even thanks to the marketing costs, that means Megan 2.0 needed to earn around $50 million. For comparison, the original made $30.4 million its opening weekend. This got me thinking, how could this be possible? I'll admit that Megan 2.0 isn't a perfect movie. It has flaws, like being overly serious at times, and sometimes favoring comedy over story. But it doesn't deserve this abysmal box office profit. How and why did such an amazing movie fail? Grab your popcorn, grab your soda, or whatever other drink you like, as I yap about what went wrong with Megan 2.0's disastrous box office failure. The first Megan movie opened in theaters December 2022. The movie was very much meant to have a horror tone, with Megan acting as an evil killer doll, akin to early Chucky or Annabelle. Heck, she literally killed 4 people and a dog in her first movie.
Actually, the biggest mistake you made was murdering 4 people and a dog.
Then, when Megan 2.0 came out, Blumhouse did a complete 180, and they changed the tone to a more sci-fi comedy, toning down the horror aspect so much that it wasn't really a horror movie anymore. Now, instead of acting as a killer antagonist like in her first movie, Megan began acting as a more comedic, sassy robot doll, taking on a less antagonistic role. In fact, the change in genre was so drastic that even CEO of Blumhouse, Jason Blum, acknowledged the blunder of changing genre, saying, "We all thought Megan was like Superman. We could do anything to her. We could change genres, we could put her in the summer, we could make her look different. We could turn her from a bad guy into a good guy. And we classically overthought how powerful people's engagement was with her." Here, Jason Blum admits that fans had a specific idea of what Megan should be, but its sequel took all these ideas and threw them out the window, taking many of the things the fans enjoyed about Megan in the first movie and completely changing them. The shift in tone also confused moviegoers and narrowed the targeted demographic of people who could enjoy Megan's sequel to people who are horror fans because the first movie is a horror movie, 2. Seen the first movie, 3. Enjoy sci-fi comedy movies, and 4. Are still interested in seeing more of Megan. Overall, these are very weirdly specific prerequisites, meaning the people that can actually enjoy Megan 2 are narrow, and the sequel just didn't land for most moviegoers. The second reason Megan 2.0 flopped? Terrible release timing. It dropped during the summer, which is one of the most competitive time of year for movie studios. And this wasn't just any summer, it was one of the most jam-packed movie seasons in recent memory. Just before Megan 2.0 released, we got massive titles like the live-action How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo & Stitch. On opening weekend, it faced direct competition from the highly anticipated F1 movie. And to make matters worse, later in July, we've got Superman and Fantastic Four hitting theaters, 2 major superhero IPs with way bigger built-in fan bases. On top of that, inflation and rising movie ticket prices have made people more selective about what they want to see in theaters, meaning audiences had to choose between Megan and several way more popular, recognizable franchises, a battle she had no realistic chance of winning. On top of the other factors mentioned in this video, Megan 2.0 also failed because of its lack of a TikTok trend like its predecessor. Ahead of the first movie's release, a trailer was put out showcasing her dance. Instantly, the LGBTQ community accepted Megan as a gay icon due to her killer style and killer dance moves, as well as her close connections to her found family support group, causing it to instantly blow up all over social media. The dance trended so much that an MSNBC article written around that time noted that the hashtag Megan has more than 954.4 million views, and hashtag Megan Dance has more than 186.5 million views on TikTok. Because of this, new eyes that may have never bought a ticket to go watch Megan were suddenly forced to buy a ticket to be included in this trend, boosting its box office performance. Notably, however, a similar kind of trend was lacking from the second movie, causing it to fly under the radar, earning far lower than its predecessor at the box office and flopping. Megan 2.0 didn't fail because it was a bad movie, but because of numerous factors stacked against it impacting its box office earnings. Among these were its notable 180 in tone from horror to a far more comedic sci-fi tone, poor release date, causing it to compete with too many other far more popular IPs, and failure to have another viral trend in pop culture. So next time you see a trailer for Megan 2.0, I hope you consider giving it a chance, because it's genuinely a good movie that could use some love, and you don't really have to watch the first to enjoy it. It easily could have succeeded and been another $100 million hit from Blumhouse if it had a bit more horror, released at a better time, and maybe even had another viral clip or scene. Hey, thank you guys for watching. This is my first video on the channel, so please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, everything like that. Interact with the video for the algorithm. And yeah, I'd appreciate that very much. Thank you for watching. Bye.
You're still here.